I cannot believe that I finally did it. I did my very first bullet journal entry. Okay, I just want to give a really nice update to my bullet journal because I actually worked on it yesterday. I'm very, very excited about it. I did work on it yesterday, and it was because things got really stressful yesterday, and I actually find that when I'm really stressed, worried and stuff, bullet journal really does help. Like, I didn't really write about the stress, but I did just get some pieces of things that I got, and then I pasted in, and then I did some, and I'm very proud of myself because this is literally my first ever bullet journal. This is my very first journal entry. Not journal entry, it's a bullet journal, but it really is just like a little recap of the little pop mart thing that I got. And I've actually learned something very, very important, and that is it's really, really fun when you can cut things out and paste it in your journal, because that kind of gives the little art thing, like you don't have to feel like, oh, I gotta draw something, I gotta make something look nice. Well, if you actually paste something on it, like glue something on it, the page, it really does help, because it's like, okay, now I can just write around it. I don't have to like think of where the art is gonna go. So that's something that I really do recommend if you're not exactly an artist and you can't really just draw perfect pictures on the bullet journal, because that's definitely not something that I can do right now, like to just put a pen and just draw a picture, because my pictures look very, very bad at the moment. But anyway, so that was really helpful. I was going through the shops and I saw a pop mart that the art really captured me. I just really loved it, so I thought, oh, I'll just get one. So I cut out the little package and I glued it in. I really love that. And one thing that bullet journal is actually teaching me right now is that I gotta keep more physical things as memories. And it's really cool because before, like, anytime you get a packaging, a receipt, anything like that, you kind of just toss it, right? It's like, it's not very useful. You get a little paper bag, or you get a little business card that you really like the design of, you just chuck it, because where would you put it, right? It's like not much. But now with a bullet journal, it's so fun to actually creatively put that little physical memory inside the journal, so that it's not just lying about, eating up space, and also not something that you won't ever see again. It's like in the journal, and now you can look at it and go, oh, look at that receipt, I bought all those plants that day. 12 months but later I'll be like, damn it, I spent all this money on these plants and all died, or something like that. But yeah, it's just really cool to have these little physical memories, because these days we don't really keep a lot of like the physical stuff, because where would we put it? So I just think it's really cool. It's really, really fun to actually be using the little physical art that we see, because usually what happened was I would keep that little container, right, the container with the pop mart, and I'd probably love the art, but I'd be like, oh yeah, and then it'll just sit in the shelf, sit in the corner, sit in somewhere, taking up space, until one day I'm just like, this thing is just taking too much space, so I'll just chuck it. So now I can actually really feel like I could do something with the little packaging that I really love but just don't have room for. So that's amazing. That is such a cool thing from my very first bullet journal entry. It really taught me that this is wonderful, because I almost it's funny because I almost got, I think I got the pop mart because of the art on the box, because it was so cute. It's like the art that I would want to draw, so it also, looking at it, like, inspires me to continue my art. I hope it does anyway. So yesterday I bought another journal, and hear me out, I know I have a lot of journals, but I bought one that wasn't the best looking one. Like, well, I think it looks nice, but it's not like a journal that I would hold as like, oh my god, it's the most beautiful journal. So I feel like, okay, buying this journal, I would probably use it, and I was right, so I did use it. See, this is more of a planner, so this is not as much like the bullet journal. So in this one, I would like to do planning. And oh my god, so yesterday I had a major time. I did this one first. I had major issues getting started. I just didn't want to put the pen down on this thing. I was like, oh, okay, once it's on, that's it. So I just tried my best, and I was writing, and then I actually found that what I actually did, I'm going to share. Obviously, me being really anxious to start, I didn't just start writing in the journal. I did some practice beforehand. I was trying to do different handwriting. I was trying to practice my handwriting, and here it is. This is my little practice sheet. I just wanted to share the progress because I certainly felt more comfortable after I did this practice. So I was just doing alphabet. I kind of was doing different writings. I was trying to get more comfortable with my own handwriting because I was not sure if I was going to put my pen down and then write something and then go, oh, I hate the handwriting, and just want to rip the page out, because that's happened before. So yeah, I did some practice, and then I was like, okay, I got to do this. So then I just got the pens that I bought, and I wrote in it, which to me, this is probably the most amazing beginning that I've ever had, because like even a year ago, I was dreaming about this, writing in a journal. I know it seems so simple, right? Just put a pen down in the journal and write it. What's so hard about that? But to me, it was really hard because I just didn't want to mess up a nice looking journal. And the idea of writing in a journal, then not liking what I wrote because the handwriting sucked too much, and then I had to rip the page out, really just completely made me lose confidence. So I bought like 50 journals. I literally do have like a stack of journals somewhere, and I've never written in it. And this is literally the first time, because a few things really motivated me to do it this time. And I made a video. I made a video a week ago or so, or was it 2 weeks ago? That it was Dr. K's video about thinkers versus doers that really got me motivated to start this. So what he said was, to recap, what he said was to surround yourself, to be exposed by your curiosity. So instead of just going past the bullet journal shop, not the bullet journal, the stationery shop once every blue moon, go there all the time. So that's what I've been doing. I've been going there more often, just looking at the journals and just looking at their examples. And one of the favorite things is that they have a lot of examples. So they have like a display journal, and then when you open a page, you can see some example. Every time I noticed that I've seen the example, I felt more confident because it's the first time it's like I've shown what to do. So yeah, as a beginner, I did not feel confident just putting my pen down and doing it randomly. I want to be shown what to do. So I want to see other examples. I want to see other people's examples, and that just helped me figure out what I'm going to do. And when they had examples there, I was so happy because I kept looking at it. I was observing their handwriting, observing how they put their stickers, and yeah, it just made me feel more confident. And I've also been searching up a bunch of different bullet journals. I have them filling my phone. I have them filling my folders in my computer as well. So every time I go on it, I can look at some and then get excited. So that's basically what I've been doing differently from in the past, where I just kind of thought about it and then forgot about it. And it really worked because it made me more and more inclined to put my pen down to write. And then I took my journal out. I just had it next to me in a box. I have my little box. This is my box of journal supplies. So I have another journal that I want to work on one day. I have a lot of pens, sharpener, pencils, everything that you can imagine that's needed for a journal, I have in this box. And guess what? I didn't put the box in a room locked away. I put the box right next to me where I sit. So I'm actually looking at the box going, oh, maybe I should just do some journal. And I found that in my spare time, I've been able to just do some journaling. And instead of other things I'll be doing, I just figure out, oh, you know what? I'm just going to start doing a bit journaling. And that's really cool. So my goal is just to be able to fill as many pages as I can, not overthink it, because I still have 3 copies of this journal. Yes, I'm not kidding. I have 3 more, or 2, I think maybe 2, because I had 3 in total. I have 2 more of the same grid journal that I bought on sale maybe 4 years ago that I never used. So it's okay if this one is the beginner one where it doesn't look as nice as I want it to. So I need to just go with it, continue what I'm doing, because I'm doing really well. Are you also joining me in this challenge to kind of like get yourself to do something that you really want to do? Because I totally do feel like it is such an exciting thing. Once you get over the initial hump, which is literally just the fear of starting, you'll find that it's not as bad as you think. And this is what I've noticed is I wrote little like funny little notes in there like, you are here, or actually, yeah, or something like that. I wrote it here because it was the 6th yesterday. When this video comes out, it'll probably be a lot later because videos are usually a few months behind. But it's the 6th of August on the day I wrote this journal. I said, you are here, and yeah, I just thought it was really funny because you see these maps in directories in shopping centers with the you are here with the map, so I thought I'd write it down to kind of remember the day that I started this journal, and I really love that. It's really cool because I also found that having a little month planner thing, it really helps keeping on top of dates and things, because I would have forgotten that on the 14th is a public holiday. So I really feel like this is going to really get my act together, and I am going to really benefit from just knowing when things are, and I won't miss out on important dates. So that's really important, and I do plan on extending this. So this diary, this little journal will be more of a planner, and this is more of a grid journal, which is like a bullet journal, which is maybe focused more on like just thoughts or pictures that I like. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's just so cool that I'm actually able to do this, because I never thought I would see the day that I would be writing in a journal. And all I want to do right now is to keep it going and not just write one entry and forget about it and then like have it put away. That's happened to me too. So yeah, I really encourage you to join me in doing something that kind of scares you a little, because I know doing something that's a little scary is not always something that's comfortable, and a lot of people just maybe try to avoid it like I did. But God, when you actually get to the other side of it, it feels so good. So please join me. And you know, I wanted to document my journey of this journal, because instead of just showing like a perfect entry flip through or whatever, which is what I usually see, I wanted to document really the struggles in the beginning, because I feel like a lot of times when I see too many perfect journals, it just really puts me off, and it just puts me off doing it myself. It kind of makes me feel like, okay, I can't do this good, so I may as well not even bother. So I want to share a beginner guide, or not a beginner guide, but a beginner's journey is what I should say. Not a guide, there's not a guide. The journey, because it's so cool. Even to witness myself that I'm doing this now. I'm like, I can't believe it. And I think maybe it was the big stress of yesterday, because I did mention it yesterday. I made a video yesterday. It was completely unedited. It was a video about just parenting struggles, and honestly, like the whole night I was just feeling really stressed, depressed and all that. So then I found that journaling really helped, and it is true that when you feel that really heavy feeling, it is hard to do things. Like, I've struggled to do exercise yesterday. I was always really proud. Oh my God, I've been able to do this exercise routine for the past few months. But yesterday was the day that it was just so much struggle. I had to kind of force my body to move, but I didn't do the regular exercise routine because I just couldn't do it. It was like my body felt so heavy. It's like I could barely lift it. It's so interesting to describe. Like, yeah, it was just very difficult, but journaling, I still did it. So I'm very happy about that. It was something that I felt like journaling, I was able to just, you know, get my thoughts. Well, it wasn't too much thoughts, but more like just get those little packaging onto the book so that I don't lose it, because I don't want to cut it all out and then have it go missing, and then I'll be like, oh no, or have them tossed out by accident. So yeah, that's the reason why I did it, and it was really great. I'm just so happy that I'm doing this now. So I urge you to go and do the same. Just do something that really, really scares you. Like anything it could be. I'm doing journaling. What are you gonna do? Let me know, because I really want to know. So here is, let me just show you my two journals combined. This is my practice sheet. So I was using this to practice the writing. Try to get better handwriting.